You and me, you and me.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing on this fine day? And today I am going to be doing my first thumbnail tutorial or GFX tutorial because I've made thumbnails for a lot of people and they want to know how I make them, like Keeler Guy, Matt, Achilles, and all of them. So you're going to need some things for this. 1, you're going to need Roblox Studio. 2, you're going to need Blender 2.79. And 3, you're going to need Moon Animator plugin. So to get Moon Animator, you're just gonna have to search up in the library Moon Animator and then go to plugins and then click on this, which is Moon Animator, and yeah, and then you have it. I already have it, as you can see, but it tells me to install it, but I already have it. So yeah, let's get to the next part. The next thing you're gonna want to get is Blender. So you're gonna have to search up Blender 3D and then blender.org. And then don't get this one. You're gonna need the old one. So what you're gonna wanna do is go to download, and then you're gonna wanna go to previous versions, and then you're gonna want to get Blender 2.79b. And then you just do the download steps, and yeah. Now we're gonna open up Roblox Studio. So let's just go to create, and then let's just open up this random base plate I have. Alright, so now that we have Roblox Studio open, what we're gonna do first is we're gonna do this. So actually, I forgot, you need the load character plugin. So what you're gonna do is just do the same thing for Moon Animator, except just do load character. So what you wanna do first is you wanna search up, I'm thinking of a scene right now. I feel like we should do a backyard swing scene. So let's do a backyard scene. And sometimes they won't have it, so sometimes you have to make it on your own, but I'm gonna have to try to find one. So actually, if you just search up scene, sometimes you can even like get stuff. Like you could get this scene, you could get this scene, you could get a crash scene, you could get that scene. I think what we're gonna do, alright, so I think we're gonna do this scene. So the scene is Blender scene down here. So you're gonna wanna click on that. And then I think we're gonna do something with this sword. I think we're gonna put it down like this, and then we're gonna search up rock, or just low poly rock in the toolbox. And yes, I know this is the toolbox, but for GFX, sometimes you're gonna have to use the toolbox. I know it's sad, but sometimes you have to, but that's just what you do as a beginner GFX artist. You have to usually use the toolbox until you can like get started with Blender and stuff. Because if you get started with Blender, sometimes you can get hired and stuff. So now that we have put the sword in the rock, which also I don't think I taught you what these are. This is the move tool, and then you just gotta drag this in, and then yeah. So now what you're gonna wanna do is go to your load character plugin and then put in your username. And I take off spawn at origin, so it just spawns right there, because origin is just like where the spawn plate is, like where you would spawn with your character without a spawn plate. So put in your character username. Mine's SharkFearlessYT. So then just put that in. And if you have anything you don't like, let's say I have this cape on that I am not going to keep permanently. I'm just having it on for the heck of it. So you can just open up your character with this little arrow, and then you can go in it and then click on the Roblox 14th birthday, which is the cape, and then just press Control X on it. So let's see. Let's bring this down and then go like this, and then I might turn on collisions. Let's see if collisions works. No, it won't because of the grass. So let's just go like this. I guess this is fine. And I think we're gonna start with the Moon Animator soon. So we're just gonna go like this and then rotate our character. I have mine on 45, but you can change this to 0 to make it easier if you want. which just 45 is this, so it's like snappy. And then 0 is like this, so like that, just super smooth. So what you're gonna wanna do is just go like that into 45 for now. And then I think I'm gonna move this back a little. And then I think we can start with Moon Animator. So let's just go into our plugins and then Moon Animator, new animation on. So you go to File and then New Animation, and you just like a random name. I just spam. And then you're gonna want to click on this plus, and then you're gonna want to find your character, and you're gonna click on it, and then do C-frame, which C-frame is like your body-ish. I can't really explain it because I don't know too much about it myself. But what you're gonna want to do is just click on these, and then you can bend the limbs, which I think makes it super easy, and I'm glad this thing exists. So you're just gonna want to have to like align your character's arm with it or something. And sometimes it might not be close enough, so you're gonna have to move your character like just forward. Sometimes Moon Animator can break though, because it is a little buggy sometimes. It can be. But I mean, that's just Roblox sometimes. So yeah, you're just gonna want to go like this, and then like this, and then I would move the hand like this. But I think the best thing to do right here, since that's not realistic, is we're gonna wanna go like this, but that's not gonna work either because that doesn't look realistic at all. So you're gonna want to go back, you're gonna have to press Control Z. So now we're going to twist this a little bit. I'm gonna make it move my thing back to make it look like I'm straining a little bit. And then move my leg like this, and then like this, and there's that. So that looks okay for now, but now we need to add a little more. So I'm thinking, I'm thinking about, I feel like putting some wildlife in here. So I think I'd put a fox, maybe. Red fox. And just put it back here. And then like this. Nope. Control Z if you mess up, by the way. See, this keeps happening sometimes, and it's dumb. I hate it. Okay. Now we're going to rotate it like this, but that doesn't look smooth at all. So you're going to have to put the rotate on 45 in the model. So then you're just going to want to go like this, like that, and then you are good. And I think we should put maybe, maybe like a bird, a couple birds. That'd be cool. Birds are cool. So then we could put a flying bird. Like this. Nope. Go like that. Then we're gonna put it in the tree, I think, because this doesn't look like flying. It looks like about to take off, kind of. But if it was animated, which you can't animate a photo, then I definitely believe that. But sometimes or it could be flying through the trees, like that. So I think we are good. So now I think we're ready to render. So how we're gonna do this is, first you're gonna have to look to see if there's any useless stuff that you just don't need. Like these rocks are probably gonna take up a lot, but we're gonna keep them anyway since they're vital to the scene. Like that, see, because they'll still show in the background, as well as that fox. So I think we should actually rotate the fox a little more so it's looking exactly at us. And yeah, that looks good, but I'm pretty sure we should move this down like this, and then like that. That looks fine. But I feel like we should move the sword as well, because the sword is what we're picking up, and it doesn't look like we're picking it up. So, just move it down like that, and like this. And I think we should move our character a little forward a little bit. And then bring our hands down. Just a little, like that. And then, yeah, I think we're good. That looks okay, not gonna lie. But now we have to move the sword. I'm very picky with my GFX. I hope you know that. That's why I'm trying to make this look as good as it can be, because if it doesn't look good, I'm legit gonna be like so mad. Okay, I think this looks good. So now what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to select everything, just everything. But you're gonna want to delete the base plate, because then you'll get that messed up. So then just go like this, and then select all of it, and then group it. Right click on it, and then group. And now, which makes it easier, because you wouldn't want to just like do all of that. Now select children, which I get that it's the same thing, but it's easier to do this in my opinion. So once they're all selected, do export selection, and then I just go to your documents. I have a couple of these in here. I'd go to your documents and do ancient scene. I usually name my models, or like my renders, like pretty random, not gonna lie. I don't really care what they're called. So now this is gonna probably lag my entire PC, because this scene is probably gonna take up a lot of space. Sometimes scenes can take up a lot of space and lag your computer. So I'll be back when we do that, when this is over. Alright, so now that we got it rendered, I'd keep it open just in case it bugs. So I'm just gonna go here and then search up Blender. And so blender.exe will pop up. And then just go like this. And then you're gonna wanna click off of that and then press X on this and then delete. And if you have a number pad, you can emulate that if you want, but I usually just do it because just to stay safe. I have a numpad as well, but yeah. Now you're gonna want to close that, and then import wavefront OBJ, and then Roblox in your documents, and then do ancient scene. Now this is 266 millibytes, so this is probably gonna crash your entire Blender. If it doesn't, then you're lucky. I'm really surprised that is 200 millibytes. That's probably gonna crash. Alright, so now that it has loaded and lagged your entire PC, go up, shift, it's shift, and then all the WASD keycaps, or keys, just to move. Shift F sometimes, I'm pretty sure, if it doesn't work. Now, this is our scene right here. This is our masterpiece. So now, what you're gonna wanna do is click here, and then you're gonna go to resolution, and then put this all the way up. And then go to the frame rate, put it to 60, and sampled motion blur, and open up shading, put it on transparent, so then our image is transparent. Then put the texture to solid, or texture solid, and then you'll see it looks like this, but don't worry, it'll render right. I know that for a fact. So then just go on the world thing, and then do ambient occlusion, environment lighting, and indirect lighting. So now you're gonna want to press R, and then just move this a little bit. Move it, just like this. So then it'll give it an i5K quality. I don't know if you know who that is, but he's like the inspiration to everyone who makes GFX. And so what you can do is you can put your camera low like this, and it'll look cool, like that. But it is not finished, so we have to go to view and then camera, and it'll be 1920 by 1080. You can change that to whatever you want, by the way, the resolution. But I put it on 1920 by 1080 because it's easier. So then I think I'm just gonna go for an angle like this. Yeah, like this. Go a little lower. Yeah, this is a sick position. I'd take this. So now, what you're gonna wanna do is go back to this camera thing and then press render. And it'll take a minute to render since this thing is a lot of space. Now, once it's rendered, it'll be rendering like this by pixel. And it's not the best GFX I've ever made because of the hands. The hands suck in my opinion, and I could have done better. But I still think this is a pretty good GFX. So now we are going to go to image and then save as an image. And downloads, and then put this to Shark Fearless tutorial. I can't spell tutorial. Render. And now you're gonna want to close this. Okay, so now the next step is you're actually gonna want to have to get Photoshop. But if you don't have Photoshop already, there's a way to get it free. Look up how to get free Photoshop. So I have Photoshop 2020 down here, and it's the cracked version because I don't pay for it. Shark Fearless exposed. You're gonna want to go in here and then open up Photoshop. Now, once you open this, I have a template that has lighting and all of this, which will have a mega link in the description, or a media file, or whatever. And also, I would like to credit the guy who made the HD thumbnail tutorial, like Flamingo and his things for the Photoshop template with the lighting and stuff. His channel will be linked in the description, as well as his video for it if you want to learn that and more in depth and Cinema 4D that looks better than my thumbnails. So yeah, what you're gonna want to do is go to File and then Open. And then you're gonna go down like this. For me, I'm gonna go down because mine is right down here, and it's the Roblox thumbnail template. So open that, and then it will have this. And you have some missing fonts. If you're gonna want to download some fonts, just resolve them. I guess they probably won't pop up anyway, but it doesn't matter. Now what you're gonna want to do is open up your tutorial render, drag it in here when this has opened like this. Now, as you can see, it's above like everything, so you're gonna want to just drag it down here. Just drag it down here like this, and then the lighting will apply because it has like hue saturation and vibrance and stuff. So just don't turn this off because then it'll look like that, and this looks more lively. So then you're gonna want to open this, and I honestly prefer speed lines on my GFX, but you don't have to put them on if you don't want to. I mean, I honestly prefer speed lines. It makes it look better in my opinion. But since this is a speed art, you don't have to. So, and you don't even have to keep this Roblox logo if you don't. You can just, if you don't want to, you can just turn that off. And then go like this. So, if this was for a thumbnail though, not just a speed art, then I would definitely use that. But this is a speed art. So, I'm going to put on the Roblox thing. Or if this is a speed art, but it's like a thumbnail. So, you can put this up here, you can put this down here, whatever looks best to you. I am honestly going to scale this down because this looks a little big, but then you can just put it like that, and that looks good. So if you want to apply text and stuff, there is some text presets like arrows and another shape, and then there's text like this. So yeah, if you guys want me to teach you how to make 3D logos and stuff, or not 3D logos, but like 3D text in After Effects with extruding and stuff, and like you can apply it to this and make it look 3D. I can do that for another tutorial video, but this tutorial video was just for fun, and a lot of people have asked me how to make GFX, and yeah, so now you're gonna want to save as, and then go like this, and then PNG, and then Shark Fearless thumbnail tutorial 2020. And now just put it as large file or smallest file if you want. I'd probably put it as smallest file, so then it's like that, but it's slowest saving, so I'm just gonna put it as large file. It depends on your PC though. So, yeah, that was my Roblox thumbnail tutorial. I hope you guys have learned a little thing or two about Blender from this, or even Roblox Studio. And I hope you guys have a good day. And please make sure to like this video and subscribe. We are on the road to 2,000 subscribers. It would really help out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.